I don't know if anyone expected him to finish second, but what an incredible show by Josh Berry. Absolutely phenomenal in his sense. Dale Jr. is definitely was up in his seat jumping wherever he may have been during this race. The problem is I don't know where Berry's going to go. I think Chevrolet, they're not allowed the strongest seats though in the cup level. We saw Gragson dominate in the Xfinity Series, go to Legacy Motor Club before I believe it became Legacy Motor Club, isn't doing too hot despite being great in junior motorsports equipment. So what does Josh Berry do here? Does he stay in the Xfinity Series till something opens up? Because Hendrick Motorsports has all their drivers locked down for a little bit now. And I remember asking Corey LaJoy something on Twitter I've told us about, saying would he rather stay in Spire Motorsports equipment when he finished near 30th, or would he rather go down to the Xfinity Series in great equipment, say Junior Motorsports? And he replied to me something along the lines like if you're not racing in the Cup Series, that's one less race you will ever get in the Cup Series. So I don't know what this is going to be. If Dale Jr. gets a charter, he says he doesn't want Josh Berry because he doesn't want to see him struggle through that development with the new team. I mean, Josh Berry, 2010, when he signed for late models with Junior Motorsports, out of nowhere. I mean, 13 years later, look at him and the success he's had. I'm sure he could probably win a cup race when he gets to that cup level full time. Just not sure when that will be or how it will come about. I don't know if he'll switch manufacturers. He's been with Chevrolet quite a while. But if something opens up, does Josh Berry take it to maybe go to a team 20th to 30th in points, or does he wait it out and continue to be a top 8 contender week in and week out with Junior Motorsports? I don't know. Maybe Amanda might want to answer that question as well, but it's exciting. I love to see driver development. He's no rookie by any stretch of the imagination. He's up in his, I believe he's Joey Logano's age, as they mentioned on the Xfinity broadcast. So I'll stop talking now, rambling. I'll throw it back to Amanda for your same question. But
Yeah, Matthew, I have to agree with you. I don't know where he would necessarily go, but I think that today's performance was definitely a good showing for his resume, wherever he does end up. I think that no, I definitely didn't expect him to be running at the top, or even potentially it looked for a few laps there that he could pull off the win here. But I think it was great to see that out of Josh Berry.
Hey, there's no shame in being Justin Allgaier. You know, if that's the best ride you've got and you're a championship contender in the Xfinity Series, I don't think there's any shame in racing on Saturdays and building a career for yourself, making a name for yourself in that series or in the truck series like Matt Crafton has done. Ron Hornaday is a Hall of Famer, deservedly so. But so and Matthew, I know, again, we were talking about this before we came on the air. If I'm Josh Berry, do I really want to drive a Spire Cup Series car if that's my only Cup option that I could run full time and give up driving for my friend and my boss, the guy who gave me this wonderful opportunity at Junior Motorsports and Dale Earnhardt Jr. when I could be competing for wins and championships there? And again, I don't want to talk down too much on Spire, but the reality is, I haven't seen the potential for them to take that step forward. Whereas, with Legacy Motor Club, obviously you got the investment from Jimmy Johnson now. They have some solid funding with their 2-car teams. It really looks like there's a lot of energy in that program. It might not lead to championships this year or even 3 years from now, but Gregson's still young. There's an opportunity to continue to build that program. I just don't know if I've seen that same kind of energy out of Spire over the last few years. So it could be there. It could be an opportunity. And if Josh Berry wants it and has the opportunity to take it, God bless him. I wouldn't, tell him that he's making a fool out of himself doing that or anything. But I'm just saying, if I were in his shoes, I think I would choose being a title contender for Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series. But this run today that he had in Chase Elliott's number 9 car certainly proved that if he got a full-time Cup opportunity in good equipment, gets more races under his belts, and continues to improve as a driver with these next-gen cars, but he could potentially even turn into a race-winning championship contending driver in the Cup Series as well.
To be filling in for Chase Elliott, top equipment, show the Cup Garage what you can do. There's got to be something out there when this is all said and done that's waiting for Josh Berry on the other side. I hope he has a very successful Xfinity season this year. Hopefully can snag him a championship. Maybe that would definitely propel him to something in the Cup Series if he's wanting it. But then again, he comes from the grassroots world, really, where I don't know if he would really enjoy being in the Cup Series. That may be a topic for another day. I don't know if he would even enjoy being at the top level. He might be like a Justin Allgaier that really enjoys being an Xfinity regular and being around those cars for the rest of his career. That may be up in the air for Josh Berry, but Hendersonville guy, I think he's just 32 or so. So I mean, he's got a lot of career left. It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Well, let me throw that question back to you, Brandon. It's funny you bring that up. Matthew Breault and I were talking about this yesterday on the wrap-up show. If you were in Josh Berry's shoes here, and let's say Spire Motorsports has an opening, and they want you to drive their Cup Series car full-time in 2024, but you got to give up your Junior Motorsports Xfinity ride to do it. Is that a deal that you take, or are you content to race on Saturdays for a championship for Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's given you so much over the last couple of years in particular with this Xfinity program?
Yeah, if it's Spire, I'm sorry, but that's probably going to be a nosedive on your career. And even if you're in Cup, it doesn't really matter too much if you can't perform with top level equipment. And Spire may get there one day, but they're not there right now. And so no, that would not. If I was in Josh Berry's shoes, I would not do that. I would not step on Dale Jr.'s toes, who gave you this big opportunity and believed in you, gave you those few starts, and now here you are full time competing for championships in the Xfinity Series. I don't think that would be a good idea at all. But if he got some sort of deal with one of the more secondary teams, or if a colleague door opened up or something like that, that might be something to consider. But yeah, I don't know about Spire.
Yeah, and certainly I don't know about Hendrick full-time either. Obviously, he's doing an admirable job filling in for Chase Elliott while he's still recovering from his injuries. But, I think most of their drivers, or if not all of their drivers, are locked down for good multiple years at this point. So there's probably not going to be an opening there for a while unless somebody, gets a contract buyout or leaves early to take another opportunity for whatever reason. So I think, that's probably not an option. The Junior Motorsports to Xfinity, or Junior Motorsports in Xfinity to Hendrick and Cup path, probably not an option for Josh Berry in the immediate future. So it would probably have to come with a team like Colleague, like you were mentioning. Certainly if it's Spire, again, no disrespect to them, but that program, is just not at the same level, as a Hendrick or even a Colleague in my eyes.
Not yet.
At this point in their team's history. So, I don't know, but that would be something that Josh Berry wants. I can certainly tell you, I would much rather be fighting for an Xfinity championship in the situation that I'm in now, as opposed to taking that step to be able to say I'm racing the Cup Series and made it from grassroots late models to racing on Sundays in the Cup Series, but doing it in a car that on most weekends is probably going to get you 25th at best. So there's a trade-off there to consider. I know Josh certainly has a bright future. I know he's been racing for a while, and he's not as young as your typical, rookie or second or third year driver in the Xfinity Series might be, but he's certainly earned, a good solid future wherever that may be in this sport. I would hope that he's got a home set at Junior Motorsports for a while now. And I don't know that he would be willing to leave that behind to go to a Cup Series program, especially if it's for, a smaller team like Spire that might not be able to give him that same level of equipment or results.
Yeah. Save this thought for the time vault, though. I would really like it if Trackhouse somehow got a third car going with a lot of success. That would be an avenue I'd take. Trackhouse is quickly becoming a premier team to be a part of.